Anybody? Oh, also, when I was in Chicago, right? Do I have an accent?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, well, who said that? Was that Jeanette?
Yeah.
You're from fucking Massachusetts. You're like, hey, Dad, you got an accent up there. You fucking child here. Why don't you go park your car? No. The correct answer is, I don't have an accent. But the further out west you go, every tread of wheat, yeah, west you go, like the more pronounced, I'm an idiot. What do you want from me? I'm not a geologist. More of a word maker. But right, the further out west you go, right, the more your accent becomes prevalent, noticeable. And just like, I'm out there, right, and I'm talking to people, and they're like, oh my God, I feel like I'm watching The Wire. You're from Baltimore? Do you have syphilis? Have you ever been stabbed? I'm sorry, that question's rude. How many times have you been stabbed? But it's like, you know, and our accents are supposed to be sexy, right? Like if a guy came up to you and were like, hello there, love, and now we slip around back, get you out those knickers, and Dad, Bob's your uncle, whatever they fucking say. Pull your tallywhacker. Right? And you're like, oh my God, drool. Why did I wear a dress? Drool. Go so to hell. At least I'm dressed for it. Stick him like, love your jacket, pineapple up his ass. Say love my jacket? But it's like accents are supposed to be sexy, right? How fucking sexy is a Baltimore accent? If you go up to a girl and, hey there girl, how you doing? We'll go around back, slip my car, take it down to bed, maybe go watch a news game down around Patterson Park. No! You ain't getting no play. That's what roofies are for. Alright? Fucking spirit told me rape women. It's going so well. The mic cut out just then. The mic was like, I'm going to let the last thing that people heard you say is rape women. Fuck you, Mike. Oh, the mic told me go fuck myself. Hurry up with it. Oh, anybody ever buy a 2-foot double-headed dildo?
Yes.
Really? You're my kind of girl. What'd you say, you and me? I don't know. Buy dildos. What do you do with a woman that's like you? How's it that? See, that's why that should never be your opening line. You don't go up to a girl and you're like, hey, you ever buy a 2-foot double-headed dildo? I'm like, yep. How you gonna follow that? High five. I like your style. Anybody got any kids?
Yeah.
Now see, I can understand that being a kind of, you got any kids? My sister had a kid, which would make him my nephew. Look it up. And for those of you who don't know, my nephew is mixed. And for those of you who don't know what that means, mixed is when a little tan kid has unmanageable hair and no father. Whatever, it's true. The president doesn't have a dad. Just saying, it's not racist, it's true. Anyway, my nephew, right, doesn't have a dad, calls me up. And he's like, hey Tommy, can I come spend the night? And I'm like, well, okay, sure, whatever. So at the time he was 6, right? And at the time I was a bachelor, living with my bachelor buddy, right? And earlier on in my comedy career, I bought... To be continued. I'm too much man for this microphone. So I bought this 2-foot double-headed dildo, right? For my comedy career. And I would have it like, I would whip it out of my pants on stage like, yeah, but that's the reaction that I got, see, so. It didn't work on stage, it didn't work on the bank, it didn't work at church. So I was like, fuck you, dildo. That's kind of fun to say. On the count of 3, I want everybody to say, fuck you, dildo, right? 1, 2, 3. Fuck you, dildo. Yeah, see, right? It's fun. That should be like Valentine's Day cards. I should write for Hallmark. Roses are red, violets are blue, and you know, and I was like, fuck you, dildo. Love, Mom. So anyway, right? So I had this 2-foot double-headed dildo like sitting on the bookshelf in the living room. Because the bookshelf was also full of a bunch of other shit that I'd never done. There was like a Rubik's Cube, there was like the history of physics, there was a female orgasm, just a bunch of shit that I'd I've never accomplished in my life, right? I feel like I can talk to you people. Fuck you, dildos. So anyway, right? My nephew comes over and I'm watching TV and I hear, "Hey Tommy, what's this?" And I'm like, "Oh fuck." And I turned around and he's holding his 2-foot double-headed dildo like, because you don't really realize how big a 2-foot double-headed dildo is until a 6-year-old boy is holding it in his hands. And I'm like, "Oh." And I'm like, "What do you think it is?" Like trying to play around and hoping he'd be like, "Oh cool, nunchucks, oh it's a dragon, oh cool, floppy lightsaber." Nope. He was like, "It's like a double-headed wiener." And I had to be like, "That's cause it is a double-headed wiener." Fucking damn it, public school system. And then like the only question he asks and he drops the whole thing, he's like, "Do you put it in your mouth?" I'm glad you guys laughed at that, because when people don't, and it's just plain silence out there, I know everyone's just looking at me like, "That fucking fag suck that rubber dick." That guy's breath smells like latex and bad decisions. Anybody, but you said you have bought a 2-foot double-headed dildo? No? Oh, you lying bitch. It's a horrible experience. It's horrific. Because as a man, as a straight man, I mean, if you're a gay man, okay, more power to you. That's whatever makes you happy. Let's say it. But you know, but as a straight man, you go in and you buy a 2-foot double-headed dildo. You want them to like put it in, I don't know, like a blow-up doll or something, or put it in a fucking safe. They should put it in a black bag, put that black bag into a concrete mold, then when that dries, take that concrete mold and put it in a safe, and then put that safe into like a giant cheeseburger or something. So that when you come walking out, you're just like, "Oh my god, this guy has a giant cheeseburger." They fucking put that thing in a black bag that was 6 inches deep. So the only thing it hid was whether there was balls at the end of it or another head. So people in the parking lot are either like, "Oh, that guy's going home to play with himself," or someone has a friend. So has anybody here ever seen a baby? Disgusting, huh? Now, because one of my buddies, right? One of my buddies brings over like this kid. Well, his kid. Like just I found a kid. So right, he brings around this kid. This kid's like 3 months old. Brings around my girlfriend, right? And she goes absolutely nuts. She's like, "Oh my god, look at this baby! Oh my god, he's so cute, I just want to eat him! I was gonna put his fat little foot in my mouth and eat him!" And I gotta tell her, "Calm the fuck down! Do not eat people's babies!" But I've noticed that's like a social standard. That's like everybody, they will equate how cute your baby is to how much they want to eat it. And that shit has to stop. Because it doesn't translate beyond that first year of age, you know? You can't be like, "Hey Bill, I can meet my daughter, she just turned 14. You can't be like, "Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I just want to eat her. I just want to put her fat little foot in my mouth and eat her."